Hello guys, this is Glenn from Sydney CBD Repair Centre, and today we have something from ASUS. This is your ROG Phone 3, and ROG stands for Republic of Gamers. Let's go! So this gaming smartphone has been brought to us by a client. It has been dropped on its corner on the lower part of the display, and as I've known so far, this has been I think our 5th ROG Phone 3 in the channel. So it's gonna be a quicker one compared to our previous repairs because David has learned a lot from those repair sessions. So we're gonna remove this back as our first step. So he's gonna be dousing it with WD-40. I think you should not be attempting this if you don't have any idea what you're doing. David is kind of a pro now at this point because he's fixed a lot of ROG Phone 3s in the past. So we're gonna remove the screws that we can see here just to remove the heatsink, which is really gorgeous. This one here, this is made of aluminum, and the motherboard, the logic board, is positioned around the battery, so it's kind of like an inverted C. So we're gonna disconnect all the connections like the battery, the display, the antenna cables. So we're gonna also remove the camera right here. The back-facing camera is the one that you can see here. And you can see that there's also thermal paste on the CPU and the GPU. So this is a gaming smartphone which has a lot of power on tap, especially for the graphics card and the CPU. We're gonna remove this back main camera. This is a separate module. And of course the front camera, which is also a separate module. And the most crucial part is removing the motherboard, and then the antenna cables. We're also going to remove them. And finally, we can now access the display. We're going to remove it slowly, but we can force it out if we want to. But just to minimize the amount of glass shards that it can expel to our face, we're going to still do it slowly. Now it's off. We're gonna clean up the sides just to make sure that there's no old adhesives or pieces of glass on the corners, especially on the damaged part, which usually has some pieces of glass embedded into that corner. We're gonna also apply liquid glue to install this like speaker grill or cover. We're also going to apply on the side. So as you can see here, the ROG Phone 3 is very repairable. It is comparable to Samsung's flagship smartphones. It's also quite easy to repair technically. But if you want to DIY this thing, you should be able to do it yourself. But there's a lot of risk on removing that motherboard, since it's just one piece and some parts of it are really thin PCB. You don't want to damage that, so as much as possible, just let your local technician do the job and source the parts for you, so just to avoid further damage on your device. So if you have an ROG Phone 3 that's in need of a screen replacement or a battery replacement, you can contact us on our website or our Facebook so that David here can source the parts for you and do the job for you. So less hassle overall. So we're just gonna reassemble the whole thing. And as you can see here, we're just gonna fast forward everything. It's just like reversing the procedure that we have done in the first part of the video. So we also do repairs for iPhones and Samsung devices. We also do like blackberries. If you have those, we'll just source the parts for you. And if you can't go to Sydney to visit or shop because of the lockdowns, or you don't have really the time, or you're outside of Sydney, you don't have the time to travel, you can mail in your broken smartphone so that we can fix it in our shop. And once we're done fixing your unit, we can send it back to you via post. So just like what I expected, David has done this repair much quicker this time. So mostly what we do here in the shop are the older ASUS ROG phones. This is one of the older generations, since it's been released a few years ago, and now it's in need of repairs, like new screen or new batteries, because this phone has been used mainly for gaming. Actually, there's no other reasons to buy an ROG phone if you're not a gamer. Just like that, it's working. So we're just gonna check the internals, the screen, buttons, the camera, and you can see here we're gonna reuse the old back cover just to make sure that there's no dust on the camera glass, and then press it in, and we're done. I hope you enjoyed this repair video, guys, and if you have the same situation, reach out to us. We'll do the fix for you. And congrats to David, a new record for an ROG phone fix. Till next time, guys. Cheers!
If you want your smartphone fixed for a very reasonable price, you may contact Sydney CBD Repair Centre. We also provide mail-in repair services for customers outside of Australia or Sydney. Just message us so we can arrange the shipping of your device.